All right, so I'm live now. Okay. Bam. All right. Hey, good people, how y'all doing? Welcome to Travel Talks. Appreciate y'all joining us this afternoon, this morning, where we at? What time is it? 11 o'clock. All right. This afternoon, appreciate y'all joining us. Let me bring myself up. All right, I'm on camera. We're live on Facebook. Appreciate y'all. Hey, if you're catching this on Facebook, you're catching this later, drop replay in the comment. Let us know that you're watching. If you're here with me inside of the Zoom, or if you're watching even on Facebook currently, let me know where you're watching from. I always love to know where our audience is, right? So give me the city location. I'm outside of Chicago, Illinois today. I am back at home in my home office, sweating. Need to turn on the air and all that good stuff, but it's June 4th. So welcome to Travel Talks for June 4th, 2024. Got a pretty important conversation that we want to double down with you on. I'm going to talk a little bit about insurance. I'm going to give you an update on what's going on in and around the company. There's always something going on, but I want to welcome you to Travel Talk Tuesdays. This is our Sankofa experiences, our Black History Travel movement. All right, I see Prince George County, Calumet Park. All right, good brother, you're up the street, right? You're back with us. All right, Amir, appreciate you joining us. Hey, Dr. Judy, appreciate you joining us as well on camera. All right, I always appreciate my folks that come Zoom ready and engage with us. So we definitely enjoyed that. My name is Freddie Taylor. I'm the CEO and founder of Urban Intellectuals. We are behind the Sankofa experiences. Sankofa is a Twi word out of the Ghana region of Africa that means to go back and get it. So you'll see that a lot. You'll see that conversation around urban intellectuals, particularly the Sankofa experiences. But it means to go back and get it. Go back to fetch, go back into your history, go back into your culture and bring that forward with you. So we love that concept. Being that Urban Intellectuals is a Black history company, right? We're focused on engaging and embracing our history and our culture. And through the Sankofa experiences, we are doing that with physical travel, going back to the sources of our history and our culture and learning about it firsthand with guides, with historians, local historians on the ground, whether that's in Ethiopia, which I'll talk a little bit about today. We're talking about tonight. We have an Ethiopia session talking about going in 2025, whether you're in Egypt, South Africa, Tanzania, Senegal, or Brazil, or even Colombia, right? We are going back and seeking our history in the African diaspora, and we're engaging our community with it. All right, St. Louis is in the building. Prince George County, appreciate you joining us. Carol is just coming on. So, okay, if you have any questions that come up during this presentation or during this show, right? I got to get used to calling it the show. Just feel free to drop it in the comments below. Towards the end, if you're here on the Zoom with us, we'll give you an opportunity to raise your Zoom hand and come on and have the discussion directly. But let me go ahead and share my screen. And we'll jump into this presentation and move the show along. All right, got that going. Click my audio. Bam. There we go. Give me a yes in the comments if you could see my screen. You should see Travel Talks. That should be good. I see my people are on there. All right. Excellent. Okay, we are cooking now. All right, thank you, Ashley. Appreciate that. Let's get into it. So welcome to Travel Talks. All right, officially, this is the Sankofa Experiences. This is our talk show put together to talk about travel, to handle any of the questions, concerns that you might have, and to keep you up to date with what we're doing in and around the community. A lot is going on. But let me just give you the overview video first. Welcome to Travel Talks, where we embark on a journey of discovery with Sankofa Experiences, powered by Urban Intellectuals. I'm your host, Freddie Taylor, the CEO and founder of Urban Intellectuals, here to guide you through our African diaspora's rich history and culture. Sankofa Experiences is more than just travel, it's a movement. We dive deep into our roots across Africa and the diaspora, turning every journey into a powerful connection with our ancestors. Our mission? To make the exploration of Black history accessible, inspiring, and informative. Join us as we share insights from our travels, celebrate our history, and foster a deeper understanding of our collective identity. With Sankofa Experiences, every destination is a step closer to home. Let's explore together. Welcome to Travel Talks. Welcome to Travel Talks. Hey, Sister Ashley, if you do me a favor and grab the URL for this post in the Facebook group and go ahead and post that to our main Urban Intellectuals fan page as well, right? Might as well just invite the rest of the world, right? Come on and have this discussion. But we appreciate y'all joining us. As usual, we always talk about a lot going on in and around the company. This week is of nothing any different, right? There's always a lot going on. So I just want to show you what we got, which is really one major thing tonight. With Sankofa Experiences, right? Urban Intellectuals always got a ton of stuff going on. But tonight we are talking about Ethiopia. So there's an Ethiopia info session that was happening tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It usually lasts about an hour and a half. But we'll give you all the details about, this should say Tuesday. We got Thursday up there. So it should be Tuesday tonight, June 4th, 2024, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want you to come on out and let's learn about Ethiopia. We show you the pictures. We'll have the itinerary. We'll go through all of the information that you need, and we'll answer any questions that you have as well. So that's always a fun time where we engage. Yeah, Sister Ashley dropped the link. You can register for Ethiopia sessions tonight, and it'll be a Zoom environment just like this. Good brother Jay Cameron, our CTO, our Chief Travel Officer, will be here to really walk you through the particulars of traveling to Ethiopia, right? Anybody ever been to Ethiopia, right? Or been to Ethiopia. I guess if you've been to Ethiopia, you don't want to go. Well, maybe you do want to go back, right? Maybe come with us because traveling with us is a bit different. But I want to have this conversation tonight or today on why do you need travel insurance? For my people in the Zoom room or even on Facebook, do you typically purchase travel insurance, yes or no, when you are traveling? And I see Darlene, that was a no for having been to Ethiopia, so I caught that one. All right, so yes, you do typically purchase travel insurance, at least Darlene does. I'm wondering the rest of you, is that like a thing? Are we like, I'd be wanting to get it, Freddie, but, okay, we got okay, right, we got well-seasoned travelers here. Amir says no. Okay, that's good. Appreciate you being honest, good brother. Yeah, but I want to, for those of you in particular, if no is your response, I definitely want you to zoom in and pay attention to this conversation. I know talking travel insurance is not the sexy conversation, but it's an important one, right? When you travel with us, we don't want you to just travel with us. We want you to be able to relax your mind and enjoy the experience. And I think it all starts with travel insurance, and it's pretty important. That's why we decided to come back and do it again, because I talked a little bit about it last week, but we make sure that we wanted to do that. So let's just define it. Travel insurance defined. Travel insurance covers costs and losses associated with traveling, offering financial protection and assistance for unforeseen incidents that disrupt a trip. This includes trip cancellations, medical emergencies, loss or delayed baggage, trip interruptions, and other travel-related activities, right? So very important stuff, very important that you have it. I'm going to go into a specific example and share something that happened on one of our trips, right? As well. But the top three types of travel insurance is trip cancellation and interruption, medical insurance, bag and personal belonging insurance, right? Now, when you travel with us, or if you come to the info session tonight on Ethiopia or next week or any of these discussions that we have centered around it, you're going to see, and us talk about getting canceled anytime travel insurance with medical. right? That last part is key, right? Because when you travel internationally, your health insurance provider from the States more than likely is not going to be accepted in the countries that we're traveling to. So you just want to make sure that you CYA, right, cover your assets, right, as they say. So make sure that you're covering your most important asset, you, and not only just the experience. I think that's important as well. But why is it important, right? We're talking about financial protection, right? Cover the trip cancellations and interruptions, reimbursement for non-refundable expenses. Definitely, we want to insure our money, but number two is the one that I think is really at the center of all of this, right? It's the medical emergencies that can cost tens of thousands of dollars, in the matter of days, like really, really quick. And we got a terrible example of this I'll play in a second. But covers the medical expenses, includes the medical emergencies, evacuations, and repatriation as well, trying to get you back to the country, get you back to the United States, or back to your home country, right? People follow and travel with us from all over the globe. So to get you back to your home country so that your insurance can kick in, and you can stop hemorrhaging money. Baggage and personal belongings, compensation for lost, stolen, or damaged baggage, covered for delayed baggage. Like all of these are options that you have when you sign up, right? So we want to make sure that you're educated about it and you're going through. There are some common scenarios. Then there are some disasters, right? I want to share. Um, First, I think I'll share what's something a common scenario, right? A more common scenario. A more common scenario is just like a slight injury, right? Hey, brother Jerry, you got a question for me?
I'll let you finish. I'll just give you examples of insurance and what happened to me when I didn't do it. I never do it. I said save up all the money I spent over the years, and but I did it once. I'll tell you. I'll let you finish.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I love that. We love a personal example. That's even better, right? Yeah, you could definitely help drive this point home. But this couple went on a Black History Month in the motherland experience with us. Went to Egypt and Ghana, back to back tours. My wife and I, well, not was that the trip? Yeah, my wife and I were on that particular trip, having the experience. So you in wrap with Egypt, fly across the continent, pick up the tour there in Ghana. It's a beautiful experience doing back to back trips like that. And getting the varied experience from Egypt to West Africa, which is something completely different. But the brother like slipped and like broke his ankle while he was out traveling with us, right? Like just just a freak accident. Stuff happens. That's what I think I really want to drive home to our audience is stuff just happens, right? And a broken ankle, it's not the worst thing in the world, but you can imagine it makes your trip rather uncomfortable, right? So by having the travel insurance with medical, the brother was not only able to easily get service at the hospital, but also was evacuated and brought back to the States so he can get his regular doctor care and all of that. But then they were reimbursed for all of the trip, so everything. So they got the flight back. The medical evacuation flights are crazy, by the way, good people. They just juicing folks when you're out in these situations because they know what else you gonna do. You gotta do it, right? But having that insurance is really just a blessing. So the brother was able, get him and his wife back home. He was mad disappointed because he was a historian himself, and it was his first time in Africa, number one. Number two, I mean, we were in Egypt, and he was having a blast. But he was able to, get his reimbursement, rebooked, and was able to come back on the trip with us, right? But it's all because he had the foresight to sign up for the medical insurance. That is like a likely scenario, a minor injury or something just occurs. You might feel bad and can't finish the trip for whatever particular reason, and you're able to get home and get funds back. So for a couple of $100, right? So it's just protect your investment with a small insurance investment. And again, I bring this up because it's important to you, right? We don't make any money off of the insurance stuff. In fact, I'm gonna have a list for you of opportunities of places where you can look for the travel insurance, and I'll show you which one that I use. Brother Jay uses the same one as well. But here is another story that is a little bit more dramatic and a little bit more frightening, if I'm honest with you. But check this out. Hey, what's happening, good people? I just wanted to come to you real quick and have an important discussion. Listen, with our Sankofa experiences, our Black History Travel movement inside of Urban Intellectuals, we often are talking about the importance and the relevance of travel insurance. A lot of people don't want to make that investment in travel insurance, but I'm telling you, it's always worth it. Listen, we don't sell travel insurance. We don't make a dime off of this. This is all about protecting yourself and protecting your investment. What am I talking about specifically? There was a recent case, actually it happened this month, and I wanted to bring this conversation up for you so you can see exactly what we're talking about. Georgia woman falls sick on cruise ship, causes financial hardship for her family. This was a terrible case. The cruise ship dropped the woman off at the hospital in the DR, but doctors advised she take a medical flight to be treated in the U.S. Get this backstory. After taking a Carnival Cruise Line to the Bahamas with her husband on Sunday, Georgia grandmother Loretta Cox found herself clinging to life on a ventilator in the Dominican Republic hospital, and the staggering medical costs required to transport her back to the U.S. for treatment continued to mount. The 54-year-old mother of 6 and grandmother of 9 had embarked on a cruise from Florida as a leisure trip, but her condition rapidly deteriorated with fluid filling in her lungs, necessitating for her to be placed on the boat's ventilator. She didn't even make it to her room, Cox's daughter said. She collapsed and 2 passengers helped her and called the medic. On May 21st, 2024, the cruise ship dropped her off at the hospital in the Dominican Republic, where she stayed for several days. Cox's family collected $28,000 to secure the medical flight to land in Fort Lauderdale by Thursday. However, the expenses continued to escalate, including $28,000 bill the family paid to have the ambulance transport her to the hospital for an intensive care. According to Brooke, everything is $10,000, $15,000, $24,000. The crux of the issue is the Dominican doctors, the Dominican doctors cannot adequately treat Cox as they don't accept her insurance. So it would cost her $4,000 a day to remain. Doctors confirmed they could keep the woman stable. However, they advised her to arrange special medical flights back to the United States to undergo necessary treatment. One company has quoted over $23,000 upfront for such a flight. She is everything to us, Brooks said about the cruise nightmare. We're not prepared for a loss like this, not now. It is unknown what coverage Cox has. However, travel sites like Travel Insurance encourage travelers to to secure travel insurance when taking on a cruise or any type of trip. According to the website, most cruise plans cover unexpected medical costs if the health emergency occurs during the trip. This is particularly important if you're on an international cruise, because most standards of health insurance plans don't cover treatment in foreign countries. The site stated, paying a small amount for travel insurance plan up front can save you a huge amount of money in the long run if the emergency were to occur. But this is the exact reason why we implore our guests to get medical travel insurance with medical. It's very important. You never know what could happen. You just want to make sure that you're securing your greatest investment yourself, because things happen, right? And the fact that your medical insurance is likely not to be accepted in another country, they want that cash up front. And it's not going to be a little bit, as you can see the situation with Mrs. Cox that happened this month on a cruise ship, right? So when we're traveling, we are always encouraging our guests to lock in their travel insurance with medical, to make sure that they're safe, to make sure that if something happens, they have enough insurance to get back to the state so that they can be well taken care of under their traditional medical insurance. So, um, man, that's just a word of caution. We're definitely going to keep the Cox family in our prayers and hope everything works out for the best for them. But make sure that you're securing your greatest investment, this trip of a lifetime that you're looking to take with the Sankofa experiences or with any travel arrangement that you have. Travel insurance with medical is a necessity. Please take advantage of that. Thank you. Hey, what's happening, good people?
Are you there? Are you there?
There's no volume.
Okay. Can
Hi,
you hear me now?
hi, this is Judy. I can't hear
Yes.
anyone but you, Gary. Gary, okay.
All right, there we go. There we go. I don't know what happened. Like my it just like decided to freeze me out for a second there. All right, I'm back. There we go. Okay, we got that together. What would a Tuesday be like without a technical snafu, right? There's me and technology always going through it, right? All right, but yeah, so I just wanted to highlight those stories because of the need for the medical travel insurance and its importance. But brother Jerry, you once said you wanted to go ahead and
Yeah,
share.
I like to speak. Yeah, I like to speak real quick because I have a 12:30 Zoom meeting. I can't. I'll try to come back. It's only half an hour. Two
Yeah,
things. My wife and I, when we got married for like 13, 14 years, I figured it's four, five, $300 we save each time. We put that in one little account and we get over. So about 12 years ago, death in the family, we were on a Spanish island on a cruise ship. We had to get off the cruise ship, find the airport, book a flight back to America rather than go back to Barcelona. And
wow,
obviously that costs more than a few dollars. Last year, my best friend fell in a hotel. He decided to get up in the middle of the night. He thought he knew how to get around. He fell on the marble floor. Rube only has one hospital. He wound up there getting his hip replaced. It was horrendous financially.
wow.
I do travel agent on the side. We use alliance partners, and I tell everyone, listen, like you said, listen, you should do it. Now, of course, maybe 9 out of 10 don't need it, but
Yeah,
the fact is, it's peace of mind for me.
thank
Uh, I bought something called MASA, MASA, Medical Air Services. Association. And for the $5,000, I have peace of mind for the rest of my life. They'll cover any type of ambulatory services.
you.
And
Wow.
when I signed up for them, MASA Medical Air Services Solutions, something like that, MASA, and they're in Plantation, Florida. So I told, listen, I'm having a problem, you folks. MASA, and you're from Plantation, you know. But I signed up with them. But I always tell everyone sign up with insurance and be careful you sign up with Alliance. We had somebody went to New York, went to LaGuardia, got him a hotel, came back when the vacation was over, Alliance, and they had to wait another day, go back to the hotel, and Alliance wouldn't pay them everything they were supposed. They were supposed to get paid for the extra stay at the hotel. They paid for the extra money for the airfare, but they didn't pay the fact they were in first class. So just make sure when you look at your insurance, you
Right.
look at all the specifics. And before I go, I wish I could stay for Ethiopia. You're familiar with Lalibela?
Yes.
Yeah, right. So anyone look up Lalibela, I mean, King Lalibela went to Europe and came back and did something in Lalibela, Ethiopia that's fantastic. and you will love it. But I'm gonna see if I can get back in at 1 o'clock for
Oh,
my
you'll be fine. Ethiopia's tonight. That's 8 p.m.
Oh,
Eastern Standard
okay.
Time tonight.
8
Yeah,
p.m.
yeah. This
Okay.
just real short, sweet during the
All
middle of
right.
the day.
Very
So yeah,
good. All right.
thank
I'll
you
see
for
you
all
all
the info
tonight.
though. Yeah.
All right. I'll talk to you all tonight.
All right. Take care, good brother.
Bye. Bye.
Yeah, appreciate that. That was good insight. But yeah, is that exactly what we're talking about, right? Like you just want it for peace of mind, just in case is kind of what we're just trying to avoid the worst case scenario, which is can be financial disaster. Um, but hopefully it doesn't have to be that way, right? So insurance, here are some of the options. Allianz Travel Insurance, we got the link up there. I believe Sister Ashley's going to drop those links down in the comments just so you can have those for reference or whatnot. Travelguard.com is another one. InsureMyTrip.com is one as well. You want to get cancel anytime travel insurance almost immediately. Like when you go ahead and decide you're going to travel with us and you purchase, go ahead and just start and move on over and grab your travel insurance. But I believe the latest that you can do it is like 2 weeks after your flight. Excuse me, not your flight, after you book your trip, right? But they want you to get it pretty much same day if you can. But you want to start that insurance ASAP, right? Because anything can happen. You decide to back out for whatever particular reason. I think I mentioned last week, I have annual travel insurance. I didn't know there was an option for a lifetime travel insurance. That's pretty interesting. I pay $510 a year for the annual travel insurance, and it covers all of my trips, domestic and international, complete with the medical evacuation and all that good stuff. You can pay more and get a higher level of service, right? But I think mine is like right in the middle, and we haven't had to use it. But again, it's just something that you kind of want and not need, than rather need and not have, right? So that's kind of the idea behind that. But those are three providers that are up on your screen. These aren't recommendations. You got to do your own due diligence, like the good brother just mentioned. Read the fine print. You got to read the details and all of that. But again, we're not insurance agents, so we don't get paid off of any of this. These are not referral links. These are just links sending you to a third party to get insurance for your traveling. So I just wanted to make sure I was clear with that. Do we have any questions? Any questions, thoughts, or concerns centered around either traveling with us, travel insurance, or the Sankofa experiences in general? Is there anything you can just unmute?
Yes,
Yes.
this is Darlene. Good afternoon, or morning rather. You said you pay $510 a year for travel insurance, and what was the name of that company again?
It is Allianz. So let me bring up this slide again, and you can see it. Let me see if I can copy this. I can't from there.
ALLIANZE.
Yeah, if you just Google it, Allianz Travel.
Travel.
You'll end up with this first link here, Allianz Travel Insurance, and then you can see from there. They're going to be annual plans, this per trip plan. So if you click annual plans, then you'll see those options. Let me just go to it. How about we do that?
Okay, thank you.
No problem, no problem. So let's see here. Travel live. I don't know where it's going to take me here. Okay, but I just want, let's see. Travel. There we go. Yeah, so if you Google it, obviously the first sponsored result is them, but you see annual protection plans. You can click that. I'll just go to the regular site with just take a look through it. This is what I use. All right, again, I don't want to be like, Freddie made a recommendation. Hey, I'm just showing you what I use, right? This is just what I did. But then you can see single trip, or they do annual trip, or excuse me, annual. So you can like start it. We'll just look through it, right? Let's say you wanted to start today. Put your residence in. I'm 40. Nope. How old am I? 48. you getting there when you be like, you don't even remember your age no more, right? It's like, whatever. Bam. So here we go with one of the plans. Total cost $138. That's for this particular plan, right? So you can kind of see all of the particulars that are involved in it. Those are just like the high level things. There should be an option for a deeper case, because I know I have a different one, right?
Can I make a comment?
Please.
I wrestle with when I'm traveling inside the United States. I have insurance. Well, I shouldn't say I have insurance. I have medical insurance. So when I travel, and I'm a senior, I have Medicare. So when I travel, I'm covered when I travel inside the states. The only thing that I would maybe be worried about maybe is the flight or something, something regarding the baggage, which I think you can purchase something with the airline when you make your reservation.
Mhm.
So I wrestle with whether I should get travel insurance for inside the United States trips. I did go to Ghana with a group, classmate and her travel agent, December, spent the New Year there. And my husband and I paid, it's about $700 for that, for travel insurance. I
Mhm.
thought it was pricey and we had to get it within the first 10 days of the trip.
10 days, yeah.
And they said if we waited, it would be more. And I thought 650, that's quite a bit for just us two for that trip. But we were covered, like you said, medical evacuation, or we were covered. So we felt protected. And then our travel, the lady that scheduled that put the trip together, she said, "Oh, you paid too much. It shouldn't have been over about $125. It shouldn't have been that much." Well, we didn't know. We went out on our own trying to find out, what to get protected before the 10 days were up, once we booked, knew we were going on the trip. So I appreciate you, and I can ramble sometimes. I appreciate you
You're okay.
doing this call, because I wanted to be on it because I get your emails, and maybe one day my husband and I will embark on a trip with your company as well, with a travel group as well.
Well, thank you. We definitely
Thank you.
appreciate it. But I would agree. Yeah, that was kind of pricey because again, I paid 510 for the year, and it handles them all. So to answer your question, I would definitely get travel insurance when I'm traveling internationally because you got Medicare here, but abroad it's not going to be accepted. So that would be my concern because you just want to get that travel insurance with. Let me come back on camera. You want to get travel insurance with medical evacuation so that you can get back, and then Medicare kick off, take up for your flights. It depending on the travel insurance that you get, it should be included as well, right? But for your flights, if you're making purchases with credit cards, most credit cards have insurance built into them when you're purchasing flights. Most credit cards. Check your credit cards, right? So let me just make sure that we mention that. And then some credit cards actually have travel insurance wrapped up in there as well. I know Amex does. I'm an Amex card user and carrier. I saw a question, what's the best of the three? It kind of depends on um, your budget, right? Like the best is gonna be the premier one, right? Like down here, all trips premier. So y'all see, I found all plans. It was our plan. So I clicked our plans at the top. You got all plans, but single plan, monthly plan, car rental. So I clicked the annual monthly trip. And then I was just kind of looking through them based on the coverage. So you just got to kind of go through the coverage and kind of see how what are you comfortable with, right? So trip cancellation, $3,000, emergency medical, $100,000, baggage delays. So a lot of this stuff is all wrapped up in there, car rentals, stuff like that. But I don't see medical. Okay, medical transportation emergency, $100,000. So that's to get you out of there, right? Get you out of there and to get you home, so that for like the sister's case, so that Medicare can kick in, and once she get back in the States, and then she'll be fine. I don't even know what this premier one is. And then, of course, your pricing and everything is going to be based on your country and your age. But here we go, $500,000 medical emergency. That's like really the big one that you're looking for. Travel accident insurance, yeah. So concierge. Let's see what the cost of that would at least be for me. I did not available. You plan to select is not available for your trip. I don't know what that means. So they went back to the. Okay, I'm rushing, so I'm not looking at all the details. I was just trying to see a good price. Y'all know what it is. They want that information. They want me to put my name, phone number, and info in. But you can poke around. You can jump on the phone with them, and kind of see what the best selections might be for you. But I'm usually a middle tier guy. Like I said, I know mine was $510 for the service overall. Hopefully I'll never ever have to use it, right? Never ever ever have to use it. But we definitely want to have it and not need it, and need it and not have it. Okay, Dr. Judy, you got a question for us?
Yes, can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much and good afternoon to everyone.
Good
I must say I'm very excited, but I am so frustrated and stressed out over this trip because too much information. I think I'm on information overload, but yet and still not having the information that I need. And I keep sending emails to different people, and I feel like I'm totally getting ready for a trip that I'm totally not ready for. Thank you for the information on the insurance because I was using, of course, a credit card, my American Express, and they informed me that if I get additional insurance, then that insurance becomes the primary insurance, and then American Express insurance does not come in. So
Okay.
so I'm trying to decipher, like, do I do this? Do I do that? And that's a decision I've got to make. So it's kind of frustrating. And when I look online and I look for cancel anytime, and I go down the list, there's so many little check marks that say we don't offer this one. Am I making sense?
Oh, that's interesting. I'm just thinking. Yeah, man, gotta read the fine print, right? The big
Yeah,
print
and
given.
I read the fine print, so until my head is really rolling because I've got to make that decision, and that's why. Oh, and I didn't know that before American Express, like I thought I had insurance on quote unquote the trip, the initial cost of the trip, but then I found out that it doesn't work like that. You can't have the trip without having your airline. So
Uh,
then, So I'm saying I'm talking to American Express. I said, okay, this is the trip I have planned. I've used my card for da 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 da. And they said, okay, so you ready for your airline? I said, I'm trying to get airlines and da 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 da. I said, so you're telling me the trip is not covered? She said, no, it's all inclusive. So
that's
I'm
interesting.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure this out because I don't know. I know what American Express Care covers. They sent all of that information, but yesterday I was able to get to an agent, and she just told me. I said, so that amount of the trip is just gone unless I have additional insurance from. She said yes. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if push comes to shove, if I had to choose, I would add the additional insurance. Just because you need the most importantly, you need the medical coverage while you're out. And I'm assuming that they're either gonna Amex would deal with either like the trip costs, or more than likely like the flight costs, right? So like just that smaller piece of it. But the biggest concern is something going wrong while you're away from American soil, and having to use whatever country's medical insurance, medical facilities, and that price is going to be astronomical. So that's why you want that insurance that additional insurance. Like I say, if I had to make a choice, I get the insurance, right? That's definitely what I would do. As far as for your contact, let me let you reach out to Ashley. She's on the call right now. So if you email Ashley,
I have Ashley's email address. We've been texting. I mean, this morning we've been
this
in.
morning. Okay. Yeah, so if you can go back and forth with her, ask Sister Ashley. I know she follows up with our people. So hopefully she'll be able to help you and answer any of the additional questions that you have and sort through some of the information overload that you're experiencing. We're working on streamlining that process. I know it's a lot of information, but we definitely try to make sure that our people are informed.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. I'm not going to take up all the time, but I can say I've tried to be, I get so many names, and I unfortunately I click the thing that says, so I get something from Urban Intellectual, I get something from Sankofa, I get something from, so I get all these different emails, and it's totally, it's just so much information, and the booklet you sent that I printed out, it was very informational, but I just don't feel good. I'm sorry.
But
So
it's a lot. It's a lot of information. Yeah, we're definitely sorry. Well, I'm sorry you're experiencing that, and we're definitely working to streamline things so it's less contacts, still enough information that you feel comfortable. We got you to, as long as I got you to Ashley, then I know we can work through the process because she'll hop on the phone with you.
well, I hope she does, because I'm tired of emailing, and she said you need to ask these questions from intellectual something. So I mean, I'm just going in circles and circles and circles. So whatever I've invested at this point, I got reservations. I just have to lose it because I don't, I don't, I don't know. I can't get flights. I try to get flights. I get flights. My name is spelled wrong. I don't get a price. The only thing I have gotten was an insurance quote, but I haven't completed it.
Where are you getting your flights from?
Well, I have a piece of paper here where I don't want to call names. I really
Okay. Right. Let's talk offline then.
I
But
would
yeah.
rather talk offline with someone, please. I mean, that I'm gonna be. I don't like to do that. That's the way you
Okay.
handle
Okay.
it.
Well, Ashley, maybe you can loop me in, and then we can talk.
I
We
wish
can
I,
slow down and chat it out, right? And then kind of.
well, you tell me who I can get in touch with, when and how, so I can do this, because it's too much hanging on the line for me at this point.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get it sorted out. We're gonna get it sorted out, and hopefully you'll have an amazing experience. I know once you get there, we take great care of
Oh,
you.
I feel like that will happen, but as I said, I'm not gonna take up everybody else's time with my problems, but my problems are important, and that's why someone sent me this link this morning. I didn't know you had talks every Friday. As I say, I have so many emails for work, but yet and still, this is important, and I need
Yes.
to talk to somebody. So go on with everything else, and I hope I hear from someone soon.
Okay. Excellent. All right. Well, thank you for coming on and sharing, and we'll definitely get it worked out. We're gonna get it worked out, sister. Okay. All right. I think I got that. We talked about the best options. All right. Anybody else have any questions, concerns before we get out of here? Any last thoughts? But yeah, so anyway, the whole conversation was about our travel, making the importance of travel insurance, particularly when you're traveling internationally. So I just want to make sure that we're keeping that at the forefront of your mind, the forefront of your thoughts. And so hopefully that when you travel, whether you travel with us or with anyone, that you're always adding this element to your experience just for the safety and the concern of it all. So I appreciate y'all joining us. I'll close out with our exit just for Sankofa Club, Sankofa Experiences as a whole. But we're always available. You can always shoot an email to support@urbanintellectuals.com. Greetings, I'm Freddie Taylor, CEO and founder of Urban Intellectuals, and we are behind the Sankofa Experiences. This is where Black History travel made easy is not just our mantra, it's a promise. Our mission? to reconnect you with your roots, your culture, and the history of the African diaspora, now spanning across 10 African nations and the vibrant cultures of Colombia and Brazil. The Sankofa experiences is expanding. We've crafted curated group travel experiences that do more than just visit. They immerse, they educate, they transform. From the historic forts of Ghana to the bustling markets of Nigeria, the serene beaches of the Gambia to the rugged mountains of Morocco, and beyond, even South Africa and South America, each destination holds a special place and part of our story. Embarking on these Sankofa journeys means more than just exploring more landscapes. It means walking in the footsteps of the ancestors, embracing the diversity of our heritage, and seeing the world through a lens of understanding and appreciation. It's a group experience where every traveler is a thread in the fabric of the shared narrative, making the journey safe, engaging, and unforgettable. So are you ready to embark on this adventure? To explore, to learn, to celebrate the legacy that connects us all? Join us in the Sankofa experiences, proudly powered by Urban Intellectuals. The only thing missing is you. All right. Yes, the only thing missing is you. We definitely want to add you to our travel ranks. We've taken 290 folks to the continent and beyond so far since we started this about a year and a half. Looking forward to crossing that 300 mark and creating these more of these experiences for our community. So if you have any questions as we get off of here, you can shoot an email to support@urbanintellectuals.com. That's support@urbanintellectuals.com. Yeah, and we'll do our best to follow up and follow through with you. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you, chatting with you, or answering any questions that you might have for us. I want to thank you for joining me on another edition of our Travel Talk Tuesdays. I'll see you next week. See you tonight. If you decide to show up for Ethiopia, you can, again, register with the link in the comments. June 4th, 8 p.m. tonight. We'll be talking about going to Ethiopia and having that experience. What do you know about Richard Smallwood? I'm not familiar, but shoot us an email and maybe we can get some information and give me some more history and understanding of Richard Smallwood. That'll work too. So anyway, I appreciate y'all joining me this afternoon. I'm gonna go get some lunch and get back into the rest of the day in our meetings. But I appreciate y'all joining us. Love, peace, and power to the people. Good afternoon.